Mr. Evolution 777. You know, there was a story on the radio. Mom has a 5-year-old son who at the age of 2 wanted to start wearing little girls' clothes. Pink things, sparkly, shiny, pretty pink and purples. Their child's now 5, and they went to the store to get Halloween costumes. And the mom said that her older son, because her younger son started having a tantrum and stuff, wanted to get a blue princess outfit. So the older boy, he said, "Mom, why don't you just let him be happy? Let him get the outfit." What do you think about little boys wearing girl clothes?
Well, I don't see what the big deal about it is anyway. I don't see why Christians would have a problem with it. According to their Bible, man was created by God naked in the first place, and of course, woman pulled from the rib. She was also naked too. It's not like we were all born with Nikes and Adidas jackets, so why is it such a problem? How is it that we have a difficulty dealing with the contrast of colors and such? If a man wants to wear a pink t-shirt, or a woman wants to wear, male clothing and stuff, it does seem like we have a double standard in society. You won't hear anybody complaining if they go to a rock concert and they see a girl with pink hair and stuff and a black t-shirt with some kind of weed plant on it. So why is it that people get all frustrated if they see a male like this? I think one of the reasons why it's like this in society, ladies and gentlemen, is because we have this idea that males are supposed to be this responsible role model, the alpha male who is supposed to do all the working and doing all this.
The hunting and the gathering.
And of course the female, they see the female as someone who should be home nurturing the children and doing all this kind of stuff. Behind the sink, barefoot, naked, pregnant, whatever. I prefer naked, of course.
Do you know, hun, that purple actually used to be a royal color, and males wore it?
Well, you know that we're fans of Batman and everything. The Joker is constantly wearing bright green colors. I believe his hair is
purple, green.
His jacket's purple and stuff, and he's considered like one of the most hardcore villains of all time.
And I very much think that he would be, male. I don't think a woman could get that crazy and still look that good.
Yeah, true.
When she gets crazy, she looks crazy.
It really is all society. I think as time goes by and society gets more independent and we start really establishing our positions and our roles, and I think our roles should be that of equality. Of course, there's going to be people who are better at certain fields and more knowledgeable when it comes to certain things. However, when it comes down to it, when it comes down to human rights, it's always going to be all of us or none at all type of deal. So what else happened with the radio?
Well, the mom actually wound up writing a book about her son called My Princess Boy. And actually, when he went into school, when he started school, She had a discussion with his kindergarten teacher, I guess with the principals and all the people involved, all the staff, who would be associating with her son, and gave them a copy of her book. And the kids wound up going home and discussing it with their parents, and actually the parents requested her book too. They wanted to know more about this. I think what the plan was is for, of course, for him to be able to be comfortable in his surroundings at school, but also for the people he was associating with, interacting with, to be comfortable. She said it didn't. He had a play date not that long ago. A little boy came over, and her son answered the door in a dress, and the little boy didn't really make a whole big deal out of it. He said, "Wow, that's the first time I saw a boy wear a dress." I just personally, I think that the world should be more accepting, of, people really don't have a problem with females dressing as males. Why should people have a problem with males dressing as females? They're exploring their own selves. It has nothing to do with society. They don't take society into consideration. They're taking themselves into consideration, which is very important. You need to feel and do for yourself before you can feel and do for others.
Exactly.
You have to be happy with yourself before you can make others happy. And I think if society bends its, ways and accepts this little boy as he's growing up into a young man and then into an adult, if he still feels he wants to dress as a female, and perhaps he wants to transgender, which I have a feeling that was, what it's going to be. He is probably not saying that this is what the mother said, but he will probably want to transgender into a female, because I have heard before stories such as this where the families completely fought against it. The child, male, dressing and behaving as a female. So, hun, how would you react and behave and think if we had a boy child who wanted to dress and behave as a female?
Well, I would have to live with it, and I would have to do exactly what it is that I chose to do. I chose to be a father. I chose to bring a child into the world. I can't expect, like anybody else in this world, for children to end up being a carbon copy of myself. I brought the child into the world. It's my responsibility, and I will show love and teach my child that if happiness is being yourself, then so be it. Be yourself. That's all I ever want. That's all we'd ever need. That's how I see it.
I feel the same way. I would not like the woman had said, she was told by doctors, don't overly encourage it, but don't discourage it either. Go with the flow. If the child wants, if our son would want to, the one that we don't have yet. I mean, we have one, but, I'm saying one right. If we had a second boy child, I would exactly do that. If the child decided that one day, he started showing me that he was more apt to wearing female stuff, behaving as a female child, of course I would encourage some of the natural male things that are supposed to happen, like the urinating, standing up, at least at first, so he would get used to, I'd show him both sides of it. I wouldn't just show him, hey, you can only be a girl because you're going to only be a girl, but show him the male and female aspects of life. If he asks for a doll, give him a doll, and give him something that a male would maybe play with. Give him the option of both.
Give him G.I. Joes and Barbie. Maybe they can make a compromise.
Right. You know what I'm saying? People have asked us, what if your children grow up to be Christians? Well, what if our child grows up to be a male in a female, or a female in a male's body? What if we have another little girl and she wants to be more like a boy? Would she be considered a tomboy, or would she actually be treated as a male? I mean, if our child would just, I want to be treated like a boy, but I'm a girl. I would do so to the best of my ability. Are you dancing to my words? That's my personal feelings on the subjects.
Got a lot of information. and hopefully people will absorb it and be able to learn from this.
I actually would like to hear people's or see people's responses, whether they're typing or doing a video response, and let us know how you would feel in that situation if you were to have a male that decided and behaved as if they were a female, or if you had a female child who decided and behave like a male child.
Looking forward to it, ladies and gentlemen. Show us what you got. Peace.
Feel free to post videos to us, whether they're on topic or not. Share your content by attaching it as a video response. Brett and I will be happy to watch, rate, and share your videos. Please don't forget to rate, sub, and favorite our videos as well. This is a community, so let's help each other. Mr. Evolution 777 can be found on MySpace and Facebook. If you enjoyed Brett's church phone calls, lots can be found at Blip TV. All links can be found in the video descriptions for your convenience. Have a great day.